What if the empty plastic bottles sitting in your recycling bin right now could become the most productive little cabbage garden your kitchen window or backyard corner has ever seen? For absolutely $0 in containers, less than $2 in seeds, and less than an hour of setup time this weekend. If that sounds too simple to be real, then you haven't yet discovered what thousands of resourceful American gardeners, most of them apartment dwellers, renters, and people with no garden space whatsoever, are quietly doing with 2-liter soda bottles, gallon water jugs, and large plastic milk containers. Growing cabbage in repurposed plastic bottles is not a compromise. It is not gardening for people who've run out of better options. It is one of the most brilliant, productive, and satisfying approaches to home vegetable growing available to anyone in the United States right now, and by the time you finish reading this, you will have everything you need to start. Bottle cabbage garden today. Let's begin with the why. Because understanding what makes plastic bottle container gardening so well suited to cabbage, specifically, will make every step of the process make more sense. Cabbage is a cool season brassica vegetable that forms dense, layered heads of tightly packed leaves, and is one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables you can grow at home. It's loaded with vitamin C, vitamin K, fiber, and antioxidants, and fresh home-grown cabbage tastes dramatically better than anything you'll find on a grocery store shelf. Crisper, sweeter, and more flavorful, with none of the rubbery texture that comes from weeks of refrigerated transport and storage. Cabbage plants have a relatively compact root system compared to most other vegetables, which means they can thrive in the limited soil volume of a large plastic container as long as that container is deep enough to accommodate the taproot and provides good drainage. A 2-liter bottle cut and repurposed as a planter, or a large 5-liter water jug, gives a single cabbage seedling exactly the root depth it needs. And a collection of 6, 8, or 12 of these bottle planters arranged on a patio, balcony, porch railing, windowsill, or even along a sunny fence line, creates a beautifully productive cabbage garden, from what was previously destined for the recycling bin. Preparing your plastic bottles as planters is the first hands-on step, and it takes less time than most people expect. The ideal containers for bottle cabbage growing are large, gallon-sized or larger whenever possible. 1-gallon plastic water or juice jugs work beautifully. 2-liter soda bottles can work for starter plants and smaller cabbage varieties, but will limit head size. 5-liter water bottles are ideal and give you the most planting depth and root room. For each bottle, you have 2 layout options. The vertical option is the most space efficient. Simply cut the top third off the bottle, remove the cap, and use the lower 2/3 as an upright planter. The horizontal option, popular for balcony railing and wall-mounted gardens, involves cutting a large rectangular opening along the side of the bottle facing upward, leaving the bottle on its side, and using the curved body as the planting trough. Whichever orientation you choose, drainage is non-negotiable. Use a heated skewer, a nail, or a drill bit to create 6 to 8 drainage holes in the bottom or lower sides of each bottle. Without drainage holes, water will pool at the bottom of the container, soil will become waterlogged, and your cabbage roots will rot before the plant ever has a chance to establish. Once your drainage holes are made, add a small layer of gravel, broken ceramic, or even a few small stones at the very bottom of each container before adding soil. This prevents the drainage holes from becoming clogged by fine soil particles over time. The growing medium you fill your bottle planters with is every bit as important as the container itself. Standard garden soil from your yard is not suitable for plastic bottle container gardening. It compacts severely in small containers, drains poorly, and quickly becomes a dense, airless mass that suffocates roots. Instead, use a high-quality commercial potting mix as your base. Look for a mix specifically labeled for vegetables or all-purpose container growing, which will be lighter, more porous, and pre-amended with slow-release nutrients appropriate for edible plants. Improve the drainage and aeration of your potting mix further by blending in 20 to 30% perlite, the small white volcanic glass particles that keep soil from compacting. if you have access to finished compost or worm castings, blend in 10 to 15% of either or both, as they add biological life and fertility to the growing medium that translates directly into better cabbage growth. Fill each prepared bottle to within 1 inch of the top opening. Firm the mixts gently to eliminate large air pockets. Water it lightly before planting, and allow it to settle for an hour before introducing your seedlings or seeds. Cabbage can be started in bottle planters from seed or from transplants, purchased at a garden center, and both approaches have distinct advantages for different types of gardeners. Starting from seed is the most economical option. A single seed packet, costing $1 to $3, typically contains enough seeds to fill dozens of bottle planters, and the satisfaction of watching germination happen in a container you made from a recycled bottle is genuinely wonderful. Sow 2 seeds per bottle, pressing them just a 1/4 inch into the moistened potting mix, and thin to the single strongest seedling once both have germinated, and the larger one is clearly dominant. If you're purchasing transplants from a garden center, choose seedlings that are sturdy, dark green, and not yet root-bound. 4 to 6 week-old seedlings with 4 to 6 true leaves are at the ideal transplanting stage. Gently loosen the root ball before placing the transplant in the bottle. Set it at the same depth it was growing in its original container. Firm the soil around the stem, and water gently but thoroughly immediately after planting. Light is one of the most important factors in bottle cabbage success, and getting this right from the beginning saves enormous frustration later. Cabbage is a cool season crop that tolerates partial shade better than many vegetables. But it still needs a substantial amount of light to form the tight, solid heads that make the vegetable worth growing. For the best head formation, aim for 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. Full sun produces the most productive plants, while 4 to 5 hours produces decent, but slightly slower growing ones. The great advantage of bottle container gardening is mobility. If your sunniest morning spot becomes shaded by an adjacent building in the afternoon, you can pick up your bottles and move them. Use this mobility strategically. Position your bottle garden to catch every available hour of natural light. South-facing and east-facing orientations work best in most American homes. If you're growing on a windowsill indoors, a south-facing window with a reflective white surface or foil behind the plants can boost the effective light significantly and make the difference between a plant that produces a tight head and one that stays loose and leafy. Temperature is where the bottle gardening system for Aphids really shows its advantages over in-ground gardening. Cabbage is a cool season vegetable that genuinely thrives in temperatures between 45 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It tolerates light, frost remarkably well. Established cabbage plants can handle temperatures down to the mid-20s without significant damage, making them one of the most cold-hardy vegetables you can grow. The problem most backyard gardeners face is that once summer temperatures climb above 80 degrees consistently, cabbage begins to bolt, sending up a flower stalk rather than forming a head, and turning bitter and unpalatable. Container gardening solves this problem elegantly. When the season shifts and temperatures begin climbing in late spring, simply move your bottle planters to a cooler, shadier location. The north side of a building, a covered porch, or even temporarily indoors near a cool window. This temperature management flexibility extends your cabbage growing season by several weeks on either end, and allows you to produce 2 crops per year in most U.S. climate zones. One planted in early spring for a late spring harvest, and one planted in late summer for a fall and early winter harvest. Watering cabbage in plastic bottle planters requires consistency and attention, because the small soil volume of a bottle container dries out significantly faster than a large raised bed or in-ground planting. The fundamental rule is to keep the soil consistently moist, but never waterlogged. Think of the ideal moisture level as equivalent to a thoroughly wrung-out sponge. The quickest way to check whether your bottle planter needs water is to push your finger or a wooden chopstick 1 inch into the soil surface. If it comes out with moist soil clinging to it, you can wait another day. If it comes out clean and dry, water immediately. During warm spring and fall weather, bottle planters typically need watering every 1 to 2 days. During cool winter weather for fall crops, every 3 to 4 days is often adequate. Always water at the base of the plant rather than overhead. Wet foliage is one of the leading causes of fungal disease in cabbage, and keeping leaves dry while the roots stay moist is exactly the right approach. Water slowly and gently to avoid disturbing the shallow root zone near the soil surface, and water until you see it flowing from the drainage holes, which confirms you've saturated the full root zone, rather than just the top inch of soil. Fertilizing your bottle cabbage garden is straightforward once you understand what the plant needs at each stage of development. Cabbage is a moderate to heavy feeder that benefits from a steady supply of nutrients throughout its growing cycle, but the specific nutrients it needs shift as it moves from seedling to head formation. In the first 3 to 4 weeks after planting, the vegetative establishment phase, nitrogen is the primary driver of healthy growth, and a water-soluble nitrogen-rich fertilizer applied at half strength every 2 weeks encourages the rapid, leafy expansion that builds the foundation for a good head as the plant begins to form its central head, typically around the 6th to 8th week for most standard varieties. Shift your fertilizer toward a more balanced or potassium-forward formula. Potassium drives the cellular development of the head itself, improving its density, color, and flavor. An excellent organic approach is to use fish emulsion during the vegetative phase and switch to a diluted liquid seaweed or kelp fertilizer during heading. Both are widely available, gentle enough to use weekly, at half strength, and completely safe for edible plants. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers during the heading stage. They push leafy growth rather than the tight, dense head formation you're working toward, and they can also make the plant more attractive to aphids and other pests. Pruning cabbage is a concept that surprises most beginners, because cabbage looks like a plant that requires no trimming at all. It's forming a head, not branching, like a tomato or a pepper. But there is one critical pruning action for bottle cabbage growers that makes a significant difference in head quality and overall plant health, and that is the removal of outer yellowing or damaged leaves as they appear. These lower leaves are the first to show the strain of growing in a contained environment, and removing them promptly does two things. It improves air circulation around the base of the plant, which reduces the risk of fungal disease establishing in the moist, sheltered area near the soil, and it redirects the plant's energy away from trying to maintain these declining leaves and toward the tight inner head that is your goal. Simply snap or cut these outer leaves cleanly at the base with a small pair of clean scissors. Do not remove healthy green outer leaves. These are photosynthesizing actively and contributing directly to head development. Also remove any flower stalks immediately if they appear, cutting them off at the base as soon as you see them. Once a cabbage plant begins bolting, the head quality declines rapidly, but removing the stalk early can sometimes give the plant a second chance to redirect energy back into head development, particularly in the cooler temperatures of early fall. Common problems in bottle cabbage gardens are almost always manageable once you know what you're looking at and what caused it. Aphids are the most frequent pest you'll encounter. Small, soft-bodied insects that cluster on the undersides of leaves and along the growing tips, feeding on plant sap and causing distorted, yellowing foliage. A strong blast of water from a hose or spray bottle dislodges most aphid colonies effectively, and repeating this every 2 to 3 days breaks the colony cycle before it becomes a serious infestation. Cabbage worms, the larvae of the white cabbage moth, are harder to spot because their pale green color blends perfectly with the cabbage leaves, but their feeding damage is unmistakable. Large, irregular holes in the leaves with no visible insect present during the day. Hand-picking worms in the early morning when they're most active is the most effective control, and covering your bottle planters with a lightweight row cover fabric prevents the moths from laying eggs on the plants. Sassy, yellowing of lower leaves in the absence of pests is almost always a sign of nitrogen deficiency. Address it with a diluted fish emulsion application and monitor for improvement within a week. Root rot, as mentioned in the drainage section, announces itself as wilting despite moist soil and a darkening of the stem base. At this stage, remove the affected plant, dump the waterlogged soil, improve drainage, and replant with a fresh seedling in amended mix. Harvesting your bottle-grown cabbage at the right moment is the skill that comes fastest with experience. And the one that delivers the most immediate reward. A cabbage head is ready to harvest when it feels firm and solid, when you press it gently with both palms. If it gives under gentle pressure, it needs more time. Most standard green cabbage varieties reach harvest in 60 to 100 days from transplant, depending on variety and temperature. To harvest, use a sharp knife and cut the stem just below the lowest outer leaves of the head, leaving as much stem attached to the soil as possible. Here's a detail most beginners don't know: leaving the root system and a few outer stub leaves in the bottle after the main head is harvested often encourages the plant to produce several small secondary heads, called cabbage sprouts, from the axils of the remaining leaves. These small secondary heads are harvested over the following weeks and are delicious, tender, and almost worth the wait by themselves. This second harvest from a single planting significantly increases the return you get from each bottle planter and each seed. The bottle cabbage garden is genuinely one of those ideas that sounds clever before you try it and becomes indispensable once you have. There is something deeply satisfying about growing food from a container that cost you nothing, in soil you mixed yourself, from seeds that cost less than a cup of coffee. Every crisp cabbage leaf you harvest from your bottle garden is a small, daily proof that productive gardening doesn't require space, money, or expertise. It requires curiosity, consistency, and the willingness to start with what you have. Start this weekend. Fill a bottle. Plant a seed. Grow something extraordinary from the most ordinary of beginnings. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, vegetables, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.